Let me tell you about my grandmother. She was a wonderful person, but she was the most ruthless Monopoly player I have ever known. And I would always land on her property once too often, and I would have to give her my last dollar and quit in utter defeat. And then she would say to me, "Don't worry about it, Johnny, one day you'll learn how to play the game." And I always hated it when she would say that. And I learned that summer how to play the game. It gradually dawned on me, money's how you keep score. You gotta acquire everything you can. And by the time that fall rolled around, and I was gonna play my grandmother again, I was more ruthless than she was. I drove her off the board. And then I had one more lesson to learn. The great lesson at the end of the game is this: when the game is over, it all goes back in the box. All that money, all that property, all those houses, all those hotels, everything, when the game is over, goes back in the box. The psalmist said, "Teach us to number our days aright, so that we gain a heart of wisdom." You and I can be rich toward God, which is the only kind of richness that counts. Because all the other kinds, they're going to end up here. They're going back in the box. We live in a society that is filled with people trying to climb ladders. I don't know what the name of your particular ladder is. It might be success, it might be money, it might be appearance, it might be achievement, but there'll be a ladder that will tempt you to climb up it and identify yourself in that way. What's really amazing is God's scoring system, because it's a whole different deal. Do you ever wonder what happens to your stuff? It goes here. All your stuff is going to end up here at a landfill. I want to invest what I have, not in Motel 6, but in eternity. When did God ever call somebody to do an easy assignment? We'd all like to have proof. We'd all like to have a guarantee ahead of time. But it would not be a good thing for us, because we were made to live by faith. It's faith that stretches us. It's faith that grows us. It's faith that connects us to God. And where proof is possible, faith is impossible. Part of what we love about competition is that it can bring out the best in us. Part of what we need is a sense of challenge, is a sense of demand that calls us to stretch and go beyond what we ordinarily can. Winning alone is called losing. And what really matters as the game comes to an end is, who have I been playing for? I don't know how the game is going for you. You may be a pawn, you may be the master of the board. Really doesn't matter much. The king still has one more move.